Hi everyone, 26th of every year is the day set aside by United Nations to celebrate the International Day of Drug Abuse and the use of illicit drugs all over the world. NDLEA Adamawa has organized a guest lecture with the theme "Evidence is clear, prevention is the key." And we are here today live and direct at the Yola Government House to dish to you as I interview dignitaries here on the red carpet on how we can handle drugs and the effect of drugs in our society. Thank you so much for watching. I remain Adamawa Yusuf, and don't forget, this is JM News. I will be hitting you with the full gist today in the event. Thank you so much for watching. Well, today we are here with NDLEA to campaign against drug abuse. What can you say to the youth on the use of illicit drugs?
In fact, it is obvious, to be candid, issue of drug abuse. It is something that is baffled the society. I will advise that this campaign should be continuously, and it's ultimately reach the village, not even the town like this. You should extend your awareness or the distance to the village down, because this issue of drug abuse is itching the society.
Like I said in my speech, anybody who gets entangled with drugs at the beginning cannot bring himself out. It's like a lost sheep. Lost sheep cannot find a way back home, except the shepherd put an eye on them to bring them out. Prevention is an effort to stop children and youth from even trying drugs in the first place. Not that when he is addicted, you go and recover him. No. Don't allow the youth, the children, to go into drugs. And the only way to do that is education and practical work of parenting.
Today it's the day popularly known for celebrating International Day of Drug Abuse. What can you say to the youth on the usage of drug?
That is, like we have been saying, from time immemorial, the youth should shun drug abuse. It makes them no good, it's harm to them. So there are other things, they should not indulge, in taking drugs. So that is the message today, is just to emphasize what NDLEA have been saying, for the youth to shun it, and they should engage themselves in some other, very gainful or fruitful, engagements.
And in all of this, today is the grand finale. And in all of this, the evidence is clear, it's best in prevention. They say prevention is key. It is better you don't even go into it at all and say no. But the key word here, the key message is that our youth should shun drug abuse. Because when you enter into it, getting out of it is difficult. And our message is that we should live a healthy lifestyle and shun drug abuse. Yes, the Chairmanship Executive of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, has this to say for those who are already involved in drugs. And I want to paraphrase him. And he said, if you have not started using drugs, don't. If you have started using drugs, quit. If you are addicted, seek treatment. Seek help through our toll-free line or our helpline, namely 0800 1020 3040.
Well, I'm here with the head of service of Adamawa State, and he's also a pharmacist, so he's really in a better position to tell us the bad effects of drugs in our society. So, sir, can we have you, sir? What's the name, sir?
Well, my name is pharmacist Isa Rochelle MNI. I'm the head of service of the state. Like you said, drug abuse or misuse of drugs, so to say, has so many effects, and especially youth. If you're talking about students, it makes them to lose concentration in what they are doing, and for other youth, it makes them to get involved in doing so many crimes. Because rather than making them to be confident in doing productive activities, they engage themselves in doing counterproductive activities, all forms of crime. They don't mind the consequences, whether they get injured or they get hurt, whatever, but they feel they can do whatever they think in their minds they could do. That is one of the major problems with drug abuse.
Hello everyone, I'm here with El Miracle, the provost of the WADA club, that's WADA CDS, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us the bad effects of drug abuse in our society?
Drug abuse has lots of effects. You know, there are effects on the individual, like addiction, like they're like more prone to enter crime. Like commit criminal has to, you know, take these drugs. And then there are effects on the society as well. You know, instead of these youths or these people focusing on productive activities such as like focusing on their school or going to their jobs, instead they're like, you know, causing nuisance to the community. Like it's a lot of effects even on their families as well. You have parents that are suffering to find their children help. They're suffering abuse from their children. Even parents that take drugs, they're abusing their kids, sending their kids where they're not supposed to be. So there are a lot of effects of drug abuse on the society.
So you're here today celebrating the World Day Against Drug. What can you say to the youth? You're a youth. What can you say to the youth on the illicit use of drug abuse?
One thing I would say is drug is not the way forward. It's not food, because drugs shatters many lives out there. And sadly, drug is the most enemy the world is facing right now. And all I can say is let's build a drug-free society. That's the only way to live. Thank you.
All right, people, I'm here live with WADA president. That's the core member president, right? For WADA club. So can you tell us exactly what's your call to the youth on illicit drug using?
Okay, thank you very much. So what we do is we organize sensitization programs for young students, secondary school students, because what we call it is we catch them young. We try to sensitize them about the effect of drugs, the prevention of drug abuse, and also the dangers of drug abuse. And because it is seen not just in Adamawa State, all over Nigeria, that youths even like the major set of people who abuse these drugs. So we try to do all of these sensitizations in order to be able to curb drug abuse in the community.
Okay, so lastly, what is your call to youths that are already involved in drugs?
Okay, so my call to youth that are already involved in drugs is to stay away from drugs. It is detrimental to the health. And like our slogan says, DEAD, drug ends all dreams. So drugs can tarnish your dreams. So it is very, very important and pertinent that youth try to stay away from drugs.
So what's the name?
Alpha Umar Mahmoud.
Okay, you're here today for NDLEA's awareness campaign on drug abuse. What can you tell us about, what can you say about the effect of drug abuse in our society?
Well, I believe we all have been seeing what is happening, especially with the recent issue of insecurity. And I believe one of the major reasons that cause all this thing is drug abuse. Because most of the time when these criminals have been arrested, you discover that they're doing the activities under the influence of drugs. So I'm calling on all the people, because this one is not a drugs free. The drugs are NDLEA alone to fight people with the drugs. I believe we need to come together and then find the menace of the drug abuse.
Thank you so much. The final grand finale is over, and the message NDLEA is passing is stop the use of illicit drug and then stop drug abuse. Yes, and this year's theme is evidence is clear, prevention is the key. So why not prevent being part of drugs before entering? So that's the best way to go about life. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, I still remain Ojoma Yusuf, and you've been watching JM News. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.